Okay. All right. We're going to talk about the muscular system today. Let me try to make this big for you. Okay. Three truths and one lie. Tendons attach muscles to bones. Well, we're going to find out, is it the tendons or is it the ligaments? We don't know if this is the truth or the lie, so we're going to listen for that. Tendons or ligaments attach muscles to bones. We'll see. B, there are over 600 muscles in our bodies. Wow, that sounds like a lot. So we'll have to see if that's the truth or the lie. C, there are three types of muscles: cardiac, skeletal, and smooth. A skeletal muscle? I question that one, so we'll see. D, cardiac muscles are voluntary muscles. Well, what's the difference between a voluntary and an involuntary muscle? We're going to find out the difference between those two. That's very important. So we're going to learn about voluntary and involuntary muscles. Think about the word volunteer. What does it mean when you volunteer to do something? It means you sign up to do something because you want to. All right. If something's involuntary, that prefix in kind of undoes the word. It kind of makes it to where you didn't want to volunteer to do something. So muscles can either volunteer to do something or they can be made to do something. We're going to find out all about those kinds of muscles. So let's go to the next slide. I did not at the time have a good one from Operation Ouch. I'm still looking for one, but get these notes down. It's the muscular system, and I will stop the video in a minute to let you get them. But just know the main parts are the muscles, and the muscular system is responsible for the body's ability to move. Those skeleton bones wouldn't move if we didn't have muscles pulling on them like rubber bands. So it's very important that we understand that. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video and let you get that down. Okay, welcome back. I'm going to click here on the full screen so that we can see this video.
Do your students like watching explosions, cute animals, and awesome?
Okay. It's going to get bigger. Hold on. All right. And here we go.
Some science experiments? Then they're going to love GenerationGenius.com, a new website that brings school science topics to life.
Clarendon Learning explores muscles. Can you wiggle your fingers? How about your toes? Can you run fast or jump high? Have you ever wondered how you do that? Your muscles are what help your body to move and function. You have over 600 muscles, and each muscle has a special job to do. Muscles are amazing. You have muscles that cover and protect your skeleton, like a nice layer of padding. There are muscles that cover your abdomen, chest, and back to help protect your internal organs, like a shield. Your muscles help you stay warm when you are cold and cool you down when you're hot. Other muscles help you eat and digest yummy food, and food that may not be so yummy. So please eat your peas and carrots. And yes, Grandma wants you to eat your broccoli. Some muscles you can control, like the ones in your arms and your legs. These are called voluntary muscles, and they move at your command, while other muscles, like your heart, are involuntary muscles and work without you even thinking about it. Yes, your heart is a...
Okay, we're going to go back. Let's get a note on that real quick. I'm going to run this back.
very powerful muscle.
And we're going to take a note on voluntary and
voluntary muscles. And they, like your heart, are involuntary muscles and work without you even... Yes, your heart is a...
Okay. All right, so voluntary muscles will move at our command, and involuntary muscles will move at the body's command. That's an easy way to remember that. So get that down. Voluntary muscles move at our command, and involuntary muscles move at the body's command. Now, if you don't worry about spelling or getting all of that down. You will have a chance to see those definitions on Quizlet. Those are part of your definitions. So, just this is just for our understanding for right now. Voluntary muscles move at our command, like our fingers and toes. And then involuntary muscles move at our body's command, like our heart. We don't have to think about making our heart beat. It does it all by itself. So see the difference? Okay, so we'll keep going.
Very powerful muscle, pumping blood through your veins and arteries throughout your body. It beats while you're awake, and it beats while you're asleep. It pulses and thumps between 70 and 100 beats every minute. That's more than 4,000 beats an hour and more than 37 million beats a year. What is another function your body performs without thinking about it? Come on, help me out. If you said breathing, you would be right. The diaphragm is another involuntary muscle that aids your lungs in expanding and contracting and enables you to breathe. But using your diaphragm can also be voluntary. You can hold your breath, you can breathe deeper, and you can speed up or slow your breathing if you choose. You are very remarkable. Muscles are made of elastic tissue and are flexible, and they work like a rubber band, but they're not rubber. Some muscles attach to your bones by tendons that help your skeleton to move by contracting and relaxing them. When the muscle contracts, the cells become shorter, and when you relax the muscle, it returns to its original length. Some muscles are not attached to bones. When these muscles contract, they cause blood and food to move through your body, your heart to beat, or even make your hair on your arms stand on end when you get goosebumps. There are three main types of muscle: cardiac, skeletal, and smooth. Cardiac muscle is involuntary muscle. Your heart is made of cardiac muscle.
Okay, so I would write that down. Cardiac muscle is one type, and it is involuntary. Involuntary. So cardiac muscles, that's one of our three types, and they are involuntary. Okay.
Cardiac muscles contract and relax. They pump blood throughout your body, through your heart and blood vessels. Another type of involuntary muscle is smooth muscle. These muscles usually appear in layers. Your stomach, intestines, and bladder contain smooth muscle. When smooth muscle contracts, it controls the movement of blood through the blood vessels and helps move food through the digestion process. Skeletal muscles work by pulling bones.
Okay, so go back and write smooth muscles. Smooth muscles would be, let's just write down the example of stomach. Your stomach, S-T-O-M-A-C-H. Your stomach is a smooth muscle, and it is involuntary. So we do not make our stomach digest. It does it by itself. It moves things along. And in our intestines, those are smooth muscles, and they work by themselves. So they're involuntary. We don't control those. They do them by themselves. And now write down skeletal. Skeletal muscles. Those are our three. So we've got cardiac, we've got smooth, and now we have skeletal muscles. Let's find out about those skeletal muscles.
They are voluntary muscles. Each movement you make is created by your muscles working together to pull on your bones. Muscles contract and expand at a joint to create movement. When two muscles move together, it's called paired movement. Try moving your arm up and down like you're lifting a weight. When you lower your arm, your biceps muscle relaxes, while your triceps muscle contracts. And then, when you pull up, your biceps contract, while your triceps relax. Your muscles must team together to get the job done. Your face has 43 muscles. Did you know it takes 17 muscles to smile and all 43 to frown? Proof that it's easier to smile. Your face has many muscles that aren't attached directly to a bone. Using your face muscles in different combinations will convey different emotions and expressions. Let's experiment and try using some of your facial muscles. I will call out an emotion or expression, and you respond by using your facial muscles. Here we go. Happy, sad, angry, surprised, embarrassed, serious, curious, bored, silly. Nicely done! Maybe you told a funny joke and winked afterwards. You've been using your face muscles. And by using the muscles around your mouth and another very important muscle, your tongue, you are able to form words in any language except sign language. Sign language requires the use of muscles of other varieties. Astounding! Another major muscle group are your deltoids, which are located in your shoulders. Your pectorals are on each side of your upper chest, and the muscles below your pecs are your abdominals, or abs for short. Your quadriceps are on the front of your legs. They help you walk or ride a bike. Your biceps are part of your arms, and using these muscles, you could win at arm wrestling. And that muscle you're sitting on right now? Well, that's called your gluteus maximus. Many of these muscles work together to help you run, play, and function throughout everyday activities. Maintaining good health habits will help keep your bones and muscles healthy. Your muscles can lose their strength if you don't exercise them. This gives meaning to the phrase, use it or lose it, and doing flexibility and stretching exercises can improve your health and allow you to work or play safely. It's important to check your posture or the way you hold your body. Good posture is when your bones and joints in your back stay in place, and when your muscles are used properly. Grandma always says, don't slouch and sit up straight. Is your backpack heavy? Lighten your load to help prevent strain on your back muscles. When you reach down to pick up something heavy, remember to keep your back straight and lift with your legs, not your back. Activities like running, walking, cycling, always wear your helmet. And swimming can help keep your back muscles strong and healthy. Have you noticed that when you are cold that you begin to shiver? This is an involuntary response of your skeletal muscles. They begin to shake rapidly, burning energy and creating heat. That's pretty cool. The smallest muscle in the body is called the stapedius muscle, and it stabilizes the smallest bone in the body, located in the middle ear. We've talked a little bit about the remarkable muscle. And now if you want to keep your muscles in tip-top shape, in addition to exercise, you need to feed them a proper diet, right? Okay, your muscles don't eat, but some foods that when eaten by mouth contain nutrients which will aid strong muscle development. They are lean beef and chicken, eggs, and other proteins like mixed nuts. Don't forget your dairy products like milk, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, and yes, you've got to eat your spinach. Just ask Popeye. Broccoli, berries, and bananas. So go to it. Use your muscles. Now might be a good time to check out the Clarendon Learning Activity page. Thanks for following Clarendon Learning. Be sure to subscribe. If you're looking for more teaching resources, check us out at Clarendon.
Okay, let's go back to our 3 truths and a lie. Let me get back to my PowerPoint. Alrighty. Okay. Tendons attach muscles to bones. Is that a truth or a lie? Hopefully you heard him say that tendons do attach to bones. So that is a truth. The next one, there are 600 muscles in our bodies. Absolutely, that's a lot of muscles, but you saw in the video how many muscles. We're just covered in them, aren't we? And there are 3 types of muscles, and we wrote them down. Hopefully you did. Cardiac, skeletal, and smooth. Cardiac is involuntary. That means it works by itself. We don't have to make it work. Skeletal was voluntary. We move those. And then smooth was involuntary because that would be like your stomach muscle. It's got to work on its own. We don't make our stomach move. It does it by itself. And so that answers D. Cardiac muscles, are they voluntary or involuntary? Do we tell our heart to pump? Nope. So D is our lie. Cardiac muscles are involuntary muscles. Okay, so that is our lesson on muscles. Now we're going to switch over and do just a little bit of synthesizing. So let me get out, or let me go to the next slide. Okay, there we go. Oh, I forgot to cover these two little ones. Okay, these two, we're not going to go into them too much, but they're called, it's the immune system, and there's two different ways to say this other word: integumentary or integumentary. Integumentary. There's two different ways. I looked it up, and they were both pronunciations were in the dictionary that I saw. So that's really your skin. Your skin is actually a body system, and the immune system, how we fight off colds and diseases, that's another system. We'll take a look at those videos tomorrow, but let me go ahead and do some synthesizing right now. All right, we have covered these two. What two body systems work together to distribute oxygen throughout the body? Two body systems are going to work together to do that. Now, I want you right now to write that question down because these are test questions. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video for just a minute and I'm going to let you write that question down in your notes. What two body systems work together to distribute oxygen throughout the body? Okay, welcome back. We're going to do this. I'm going to take a look. First of all, it should make sense that the respiratory system would be one of them because that's our breathing system. We're going to take in air, and that's the good air is oxygen. Okay, good air is oxygen, and we take in oxygen through our mouth and nose, down our windpipe, which is the trachea, into our lungs, and the diaphragm will expand and contract to help that air pump in and out and all around our body. But there's one more system that's going to take that oxygen and spread it out throughout your whole body. Can you think about what that would be? What system would take oxygen and circulate it throughout the body? Maybe I just gave you an answer. How about the circulatory system? Okay. The circulatory system is that system that pumps the heart. It's pumping the blood and it's pumping it out of the heart through the arteries and back to the heart through the veins. And that is what's taking oxygen. That system is distributing and circulating that oxygen throughout our body. So it comes in through the lungs. The lungs pass it on to our blood, and our arteries and veins circulate that oxygen throughout our body. So those two systems work together. So here, I'm going to add this these bit of notes right here. So please get those down. Again, I will stop the video and let you write those two notes. Okay, welcome back. And we might be through today. If there's time, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next one, but I may also cut us off right here. But let's take a look at the next question. If not, we'll come back to it tomorrow. So the next question, and we need to get it written down. What two body systems work together to keep us from getting injured? And if we need to just write that down and think about it overnight, or maybe for homework, and then come back and talk about it tomorrow, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to stop now. After you get this question down, we're going to stop, and then we'll come back there tomorrow. See you tomorrow.